All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so welcome everyone. It's Pedro Sacramento, and today I wanted to have a little chat time while doing MR Plus polls. So, welcome, and let's talk about other stuff that you guys might be interested about. Like, for example, when it comes to animations, I'm still working on. Welcome, Julian. How are you? I'm still working on the animation that I said about on Twitter, and so far so great. The only issue that I had is the fact that my laptop adds a bit weird sometimes, so it can be a problem, especially when it comes to work with 3D animation, and that's good to know, Julian. So let's see how the poll works. Actually, I'm going to use skip animation to see if it can boost my luck. So let's go ahead and do the summon. Chazelt. All right, not bad. I do need shards. Okay, Curie is not the one that I want. Oh, I do want her. Lorela. Actually, it is. She's quite good. Let's see. Ah. Ooh, Seymour. Just a little more, and I'll get him maxed. Indeed, Julian. Not bad at all. Let's see. Ah, now this was bad. Okay, let's see if I can. Let's see what's gonna be for ultra rare. Oh no. No! No! It can't be! Ildira! But I already have her maxed! Ah, no! No way! Oh man, talk about a bust on the pool. Well, at least I received some extra tickets, so yeah. Indeed. Uh, that was a bust. Ah, oh man, no way. Well, at least I'm receiving quite some bonuses here. So let's see if oh, Dario, he's actually good. Ah, no, not you again, Curry. Although I haven't maxed him yet, but ooh, nice, Miranda. Um. Oh yes, Raviez. I do need her. Indeed, Julian. Again, Durando. Oh, not again, you! Really? Really? Curry, yet again. Not you again, man. Not you again. Oh my goodness. Well, at least Lilith is actually a really good character. Let's see for the next who are. Oh, yes. Good. Good pool. Yes, Engelbert. Really like him. Now that is what I say now that's a good pool. A good UR pool. Oh man. This one, oh, I thought I had maxed. Right, Ryu. He's actually a great gunner with the proper equipment. So let's see here. Hmm? This game is bad. Well, it depends. It depends on your luck. Basically, uh, it depends on your luck, and well, basically, my luck is not the best. Oh, well, I was talking about bad luck, and then the game decided to give me ole. Wow, wow, wow. She's really good. Oh man. Oh man, the game decided to give me a good pull this time. Wow. Wow, amazing. Lucia, I love her. She is powerful. She is powerful. I do need to max her out though. Dario again? Okay, okay, not bad. Not bad. Let's see if the good vibe continues. No, Kadia. I don't. I really don't need you. Even if I don't have you max, but I really don't need you. Mm, okay. Margaret, and she's actually good. She's a time mage, so yes. And let's see if I can actually get some. Oh, okay, not bad for the last pull. Not bad. I wonder if I can actually max any something here. But yeah, this game, War of the Visions, it is really it is a game that requires luck, lots of it, and it basically depends on whatever. Thanks, Julian. Thanks. I have to say, I really am grateful for everybody who has been supporting me with the animations. I just hope I can actually do something about that. But unfortunately, my laptop is acting up a bit, so yeah. Um, it is really sad news. Okay, so what I'm doing right now with the game is focusing most importantly on Mashri. Um, I managed to get her really close to 75, and this is really good because once I have her on level 75, actually I can't max her out, but I'm really close, and I have to say, um, she packs quite a punch because, well, first of all, she has the agility, which is really high for someone on the Dragoon class, and with the proper vision cards as well as proper equipment, she can be a beast on this type of games. And most importantly, since she is a dragoon, she can use jump attacks, which are hard to avoid and hard to target because whenever you use a jump ability, you basically can't be targeted by most of the special attacks in the game. Uh, in PvP content, player versus player, she's really good with that with jump. People who don't have this mastery, they go more for Kane, and Kane is powerful. Like, he is powerful. I've been I've been doing arena, and boy, he destroys my team every time. So yeah, the best way to take down Kane is basically to have a proper, like, for example, if you have Uldira with some high agility, or Lil Leela, it's possible that you can take down. It's possible that you can actually take down Kane if you use arithmeticians like Aldera or Lil Leela, and and this is actually something that that really helps. Although it's best for me for Ildira because of her special ability, which increases the CT, which is the cast time, and also gives your character like a second or a third action on the same turn, and that's really awesome. Because arithmeticians in this game, they are powerful. For example, they work like um like a combination of summon and dark mage. No, actually, a combination of dark mage and white mage. Like, they are able to heal, and they are able to cast elemental magic according to the element that the unit has. For example, Ildira is water, so since Ildira is water, she casts water magic. Um, and unlike the black mage, which you have to, sure, Julian, but thanks for stopping by, man. Take care. Okay, so as I was saying, Ildira is a very powerful character because unlike the black mages, which delays a bit when it comes to casting magic, um, it delays a bit depending on the vision card you have. For example, if you have the vision card that boosts the casting activation reducement, then you can actually be able to cast thunder or blizzard or fire, like the weakest of the elemental attacks, like just after the main action. And I've seen a lot of players doing that, and they did a great job with it. Um, but I confess that arithmeticians have the best uh, of both worlds, of both black mages and white mages, because of the simple fact that whatever magic they can cast, they don't need casting time at all. Like they basically can cast magic right on the same turn as you decide what attack they will use. So instead of using like a black mage and wasting a turn by waiting for a second or a third turn that can actually help um when it comes to when it comes to not um what's the word when it comes to special event battles, like raid bosses and stuff. Okay, so let's talk about animations. So when it comes to animations, um, like I said, I'm having a little issue when it comes to my laptop. I hope I can get that one animation that I mentioned before, finish it before Christmas, uh, so that you guys can have some fun in watching it. So yeah, it is kind of really awesome, the animation that I'm working on. Um, if you guys didn't know what animation I'm talking about, the link is on the community section, and it's on my YouTube page, so you guys can check it out. Uh, it's just a quick look on what I'm working right now. I just hope that my laptop does not add up at all, because that's what I managed to see as a very one of the hardest issues that I have in the game, in the in animation. It's because of my laptop, and also whenever I play games on my laptop, it still adds up a bit in a way. So yeah, um, and and I have to say, I'm still trying to fix things with the animation bit by bit, especially when it comes to movement, when it comes to camera angles, especially because I really like the first person view, in, um, which allows people to have a much better experience, because, for example, as you can see here, the game is actually doing a third person view, and I mean, when it comes to tactical games, it's totally fine. But when it comes to animations, I don't feel like it's actually that impressive, like that intense. You can actually do a more intense animation when when you make the viewer uh, experience the scene itself, like the viewer is in that scene, and the character that's in that scene is interacting with the viewer. That gives you a much better experience, especially when it comes to having this kind of interaction between the viewer and the character, in this case the model that I use. Although again, I cannot post the original animation on YouTube, and the reason why is because, well, of YouTube's copyrights. So I have to make slight changes on the safe version, and the original is going to be on a link, uh, which will give you access to Google Drive, to a Google Drive file, which will have the original animation in it. So you can go ahead and have a look and enjoy the animation without having you know, the censorship that YouTube requires for certain animations. Despite such animations don't have anything that can, be too sensitive for the public's eyes. But oh well, since I'm a YouTuber, I have to play by their rules, whether I like it or not. So yeah, that's basically it when it comes to my opinion when it comes to YouTube. Is the fact that YouTube, yes, has limited animators in quite a. I mean, they have been able to limited a lot of animators in here, to the point that most of them nowadays no longer post most of their content in here. So they just go for Twitter or Pishiv because they feel a lot more safer than posting their stuff on YouTube. I don't blame them for doing that though. I can actually understand because it can be quite annoying, and it can be quite, you know, in a sense, it can be really depressing for both the owner of the channel and the supporters and viewers. Uh, that certain animations, certain videos who don't have anything that can be sensitive to the public ends up being too sensitive for the admins, like the administrators, and for that I kind of feels really sad to see that most of the animators I know don't want to give YouTube another chance, because it's not like they don't want to. It's just the fact that YouTube does not give them any kind of opportunity for them to do so. So if animators like myself and others want to create content and YouTube does not accept such content, then at the end of the day, these animators will basically lose any interest in placing their new content in here, and they'll just decide to post them on other places. Um, Speaking of animators, I have to say there is one animator that I haven't seen for quite a while, and I'm kind of worrying, and that is SGA. And SGA is actually one of the great YouTuber animators. However, he does not do animations like how I do from scratch. The animations he did uses Oh, welcome, Sean. Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much. I'm really glad that you enjoy my videos. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm kind of worried about what's going on with the SGA because he hasn't been posting anything new on YouTube lately, and I'm kind of worried because he used to post a lot of content on YouTube, and nowadays basically he's basically like going on some kind of vacation, but like I only know what's going on by Discord because I'm a member of his Discord group, and and all I've seen so far is just uh stories like voice and and I feel really sad because SGA has a lot of potential, and we all know that because well we have seen his animations with Sizebox game, and despite he doesn't do animations like how I do, which are from scratch with a program that I basically load the model and then I have to move it bit by bit. In size box, you basically load the model, and the model is already moving by itself, and you can actually do that. Although the issues that you can find in that game is the fact that the models don't look natural at all. Like, for example, they don't look as natural um, as when it comes to my animations. When it comes to my animations, especially especially on the facial expressions. If you look at it with size box, you don't have that much of facial expressions unless you add them outside outside of the animation um, of the game. Like you have to go to editing, and then you can actually do that. The only thing that does it for all models, and it is kind of automatic, It's just the blinking, like blinking the eyes. That's something that in every size box version does for the model. So not only allows you to have a proper model walking, um, and having those blinking. So yeah, it is kind of interesting. Um, but outside of that, it's like the model does not have any emotions at all. Like the model is just doing poses that can be kind of natural, but in overall, the model still lacks facial expressions, and that is kind of what you see from SGA animations, because it uses the program, and the program does not have such facial expressions and emotions that my videos do have, because like I said, I do things from scratch. So I don't use a game to do my animations. I use a program to use for my animations. So it's completely different. And I have a much better control on. Yes, but Sean, the problem is not about making animations perfect. To be honest, yes. Oh, welcome, Andre. Finally, you came to my stream. Welcome. Um, but as I was saying, yes, it is kind of like sandbox. Indeed, it's like a sandbox game. So there is that kind of lack of facial expressions and lack of uh, and lack of other things, like that defines the model to be more like human like and less dull. Um, and I've seen a lot when it comes to these kind of sandbox games, is that the models end up being more of doll like, and uh, not much of a more realistic look, which actually it gives the sensation of making of making you see what is this game, Andre? Well, this game is War of the Visions, Final Fantasy, one of the games that I actually like to play. It is a um, mobile gotcha game, basically. As I was saying, the difference between my animations and his animations is not because he's able to do more stuff. Of course, he's able to do more stuff because he does not have to constantly manipulate the model's movement bit by bit, like how I have to do it. Because he can just give the order, like giving a code um, on the model, and the model will basically follow that order. For example, if you want the model uh, to wander around, he or she will just do that, and you don't have to to spend too many hours just to uh, just to do that kind of of animations. Okay, so is this an open world game? Not quite, Andre. This is like have you ever played Final Fantasy Tactics? Because this is based on that. For example, for each event that this game has, it gives you a specific map for such events. In this case, I'm just trying to get to farm some materials because I want that spear equipment. So yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, Sizebox and Sandbox are types of games that basically use a program which is Unity, and it is a really cool program. Like, you can actually allow allow the character to roam free, and you can basically insert cycles like animation cycles like the walking animation and such, so that the model knows that whenever you click on an option in those games, you click on it and you can easily go like in a few minutes you can just watch the character wandering around, and the movement is kind of natural. But that's because they imported um they imported a cycle animation. Like the cycle animation is one animation that you can actually do like frame by frame, and then once the animation ends at the last frame, you can make that last frame and the first frame repeated at ad nauseum. Like, for example, repeating to no end, or basically until you give order for the model to stop. And there is also another thing that these kind of games do fail, and that is, for example, when it comes to whenever you create a stage. Like, for example, you have an open world, and in either sandbox or sizebox, you don't actually have that kind of variety that you would see from animators who do animations from scratch. Because if you do animations from scratch, then yes, you can actually look at the model and say, okay, in this case, the model should not collide with the buildings like how on Sizebox or Sandbox do. Like, for example, whenever you create a stage like a city, the model um, does not recognizes the stage. Like, for example, the stage can be a little high for the model, and the model can feel like there is a wall in it, and despite the model is still moving, is actually stuck in the spot because there is somewhat of a wall when in fact it's the edge of a road, and I've seen that a lot of times. So when it comes to do animations like I do from scratch, then you can actually fix that easily. Like you can just go around with the cycle animation, and then switch frames that can prevent the model to collide into that kind of invisible wall that in Sizebox and Sandbox do have that. And thank you so much, Andre. He's doing a shout out for everyone, saying to not forget about subscribing to my channel and leave a like to this video as well. Thank you so much, Andre. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, Sizebox and Sandbox are really entertaining games. Yes. Oh, what time is in your place? Well, right now it's um 12:24 p.m. No, actually 12:24 a.m. Not p.m. because the p.m. it would be like really late. But yes. 12:24 a.m. Sean. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that, guys. And um, as I was saying, Andre, you're so funny. He's saying who comes here with a parachute in a parachute. Um, go help our Pedrão, which is how Brazilians call me, Pedrão. My goodness, he's very funny. He's a very funny fella, and I kind of like Brazilians because they are really nice. Okay, so the clock that you can actually see here is not the actual time where I am. The clock here is actually the clock on the game, and it is PST. For my time is actually GMT, which means Greenwich Mean Time, which is also known as the 0 hour. Um, so basically, when it comes to winter and when it comes to summer, we have a difference of 1 hour depending on what season we are. For example, since we are on winter, the hour goes 1 hour behind. Like it falls back 1 hour. And when it comes to summer, it goes 1 hour forward. Again, I do really like animations. And why do I take so much time in doing my animations? Well, unlike others who are basically kind of, for example, I really like to do animations, and I want animations to be as best as possible because I want the viewer to experience the animation on the fullest. Um, and that is basically my objective in any animation that nowadays I do, because the more the viewer experience it, the better will be for the viewer to enjoy the animation. And uh, and that's why I take a lot of time, because I add not only the visual effects in a way, but I also add some little details here and there, just to make that animation really awesome. Okay, so let's see here. The country is Portugal, and your country is Brazil. I know, Andre. I have to say, Andre is very funny. He's a cool guy, really cool guy. Okay, so I'm looking at the clock right now. It's 12:30 a.m. So I'm going to end this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that SGA do come back and um yes, but Sharon is just a moment, guys, just a moment. Okay, sorry about that, guys. And Sharon, yes, I do love it, but I love I love even more when I know that people are enjoying themselves. And what happened here, Andre? Well, it's just I was talking with my mom, so I had to turn off the mic. Because as the clock moves on, I need to prepare myself to go having lunch with my family. So before that, I'm having a little moment with you guys. Um, I, Now back to Sharon's question. I mean, I really love whenever I do animations, but sadly, it's not about the animations that really makes me loving it so much. Is just the fact of people reacting to it. Because for me, I feel a lot better when people start enjoying the animations and say, "Man, come on, do more of this. Do a part one. Do a part two. Do a part three." That kind of reactions that people really love doing. doing this kind of excitement reaction. That makes the animators feel a lot better with their own work, because it's thanks to that reaction that they feel like they receive a boost of motivation that can really help them out in doing stuff much better than before. And that's basically the same for me. Whenever you guys give feedbacks to my animations, I look at them, even if I don't reply to all of them, because it's kind of impossible nowadays to actually do that. Because I receive like dozens and dozens of comments and replies, and I don't like I can no longer keep on track with it, because I need to focus on the animations that I'm working on, so that I can post them on my channel. So it is really tough for me to keep on track with every comment and reply to them. Although, whenever I can, I try to reply. Ah, okay. So Andre is giving he's giving a question to me. So let's see here. Hey Pedro, let's see if you're smart on this one. If a duck loses a leg, he turns into a legless, or he turns into a widow. Okay, so I think he this is actually a very tricky question, really tricky question, because I don't think it's an obvious one. This one is a trap question. So I'll say that the duck becomes a widow. Widow in Portuguese is viúvo. So yeah. So yeah, I think the duck becomes widow. Becomes a widow. I think. Okay, so let's see. Oh, nice. I received a shard from Kane. Although I don't have that unit, so the shard is kind of useless if you don't have the unit. Um, because it's not like I basically skip that unit, because I want to focus myself mostly on Marjorie. Because in my view, Marjorie is going to be very useful on the events ahead. So yeah, she is very powerful with the right equipment. So yes, Xian. That's basically um what phase or level am I? That's the question from Andre. Okay, so in here the phases is like this. For example, right now we start with the Christmas event, and with the Christmas event we have units that are Ramada, which is the girl you see here, and Marjorie, which is the character that I already have. Um, in all honesty, out of the two, Marjorie is really the strongest. Um, despite her TMR equipment, which is the ribbon she has on her hair, does not help her out when it comes to for example, agility, because Marjorie focus a lot with agility, and if you have agility and power together, then yes, she becomes she hits like a truck. Like she becomes really powerful. But in order for her to be that powerful, you need to play with the right equipment and the right cards as well. So I have to say, for this card, the Winter Holiday Party, it is a really cool card, and it gives a lot of power on my Ildira. Although I don't focus too much on Idilla in on Hildera right now. The reason why is because, like I said, I'm focusing more on Mashiri, because Mashiri is going to be a very useful player, a very useful unit for later on in the game. So let's see here. There's another question here saying, um, is this game does this game has as a version, a PC version, or a console video game version, or if it's just for phone? Yes, it is a mobile game. So this game is mobile only, Andre. And but even so, you can actually play this game on PC. You can actually do that. Although you have to download an emulator in order to um, in order for the game to run on the PC. Like I said, the game is only mobile, so it can only be for smartphones or tablets. Um, Although I prefer playing on my phone, on my smartphone, because it gives you a much better um like it gives you much better control on the actions of the character. If you want to go for manual, you can go for auto, but not every not every map in this game does work well um with manual actions. So yeah, there are some events here. Unfortunately, you guys remember that I was talking to you guys before about this one event, and I was trying to get that spear. Unfortunately, I don't have enough for +4. Oh well, better luck next time. Okay, let's see here. People around me are all playing. Ah, yeah. You know, Sean, that's because a lot of people do tend to play games that are like the latest game ever. And I really like people doing that, but you know, it has to be like playing like players who have quite a big amount of cash. Because nowadays games are really sophisticated, and the best games that we have right now comes with PlayStation 5. And as you know, PlayStation 5 is not for cheaps. You have to spend a lot of money for that console. So yeah, not everybody is has enough money to afford to buy such console. despite the really cool graphics and everything. But yeah, just for the console is really bad. But you can just wait a few more years, and then instead of wasting your money on those games, why not waiting for an emulator that can actually go for PlayStation 5, and then you play games with PlayStation 5 on it? That would actually save you a lot of money. And I know that because, well, for example, I have been playing games with Game Boy Advance, and I never bought a Game Boy Advance. Um, and I had the other games that comes with Nintendo DS, and I never bought a Nintendo DS. Well, except for the 3DS, which I have it. Um, wow, Sean, I think that's like that's exaggerating. That's exaggerating. That would beat Kingdom Hearts 3 by far. And Kingdom Hearts 3 was a game that everybody was waiting, and thank goodness that the game showed up. But in order for that game to show up, we had to wait a long time, long enough for players to buy Dream Drop Distance and that demo version, which is Kingdom Hearts 2.5. No, no, not 2.5. Sorry, 2.8. Which has a bit of a story um, with Aqua in the Dark World. So yeah, spoilers alert and everything. But a lot of people, a lot of people know already the game. So yeah, not much for spoilers. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream right now. I want to thank you all for having for enjoying this. I hope you guys enjoyed the poll. The poll is at the beginning of the video so that you guys can watch it whenever you can. Thank you so much for your time, and until then, take care and stay safe as usual. Stay healthy, most importantly, and peace. So that's it for the stream. Thank you so much, and take care, guys. Hopefully, with much better news about my animation, and with make sure to subscribe uh, on my YouTube channel, and also follow on my Twitter page so that you guys can see some really sneak peeks of the animation that I'm working on right now. So, anyways, take care, guys. Peace. Oh, Sharon, that's actually my mom. She's saying for me to hurry up and get myself ready for lunch. So that's why I'm turning off the stream right now. So, anyways, take care, guys. Bye.